welcome to the first ever podcast series focusing on omnichannel retail businesses. Thank you for joining with us today. My name is Queen. I'm the host of today's episode, and in this first episode, we will focus on the automation in the omnichannel retail businesses. Joining with me today is two of my great friends. On my left is Mr. Brooks Do, the project manager of Grid Global, and Grid Global is an e-commerce agency that focusing on automation and productivity.
Hi Queen, hi everyone.
And on my right is Ms. Chang Nguyen, who is the partnership manager of Connect POS. Connect POS is an omnichannel solution that serve retail businesses at all size. They are the power behind the omnichannel success of ASUS Singapore, of SCG Thailand, and Yeti Cycles.
Thank you, Gwen, for the introduction and hosting today. Very honored. So,
hello everyone. Very honored to be on the web episode today.
This series, which named Tackle Omnichannel from Every Angles, was created by Connect POS with the purpose to help you, the audience, and retailers to understand more about the retail sector and the omnichannel business model. We will now point out the current pain points and tell you how to solve them. So to kickstart our podcast series, today we will talk about automation. I think that automation is the future of the retail sector. But first of all, I think that many viewers will think that why should we focus on omnichannel, since it is not really the new term anymore. For like a decade, people start to go omnichannels, and so many people will think that why should we still have to think or focus in this business model. Chang, can you help me to analyze for the audience?
So I think for omnichannel, you can simply understand that it creates you a seamless shopping experience across all channels. So for example, you're a business owner, right? So you have both online and offline. And when the clients came to your physical store and asked for an item, and you like no clue where it is.
So omnichannel here will help you with it. The customer came and they will be recognized, and you will know that whether or not that item is available. So that is how omnichannel will support you.
So I think that going omnichannel is like inevitable. So can you tell us more about the trend of retailer going omnichannel?
So it's kind of a fun fact that I see on TED Talk recently. It's like only have 4% among 100 persons actually purchase an item from online, and it sounds really odd. Do you think? Only 100, only 4. And the reason why the omnichannel still have so many land to develop because the online change hasn't been developed. So I believe that the future of retail is going to be online and omnichannel, where all of your channel will be coverage. And I think it's all about standing out when coming to omnichannels.
So let's just say like 9 out of 10 businesses is going online. So isn't it gonna be an intense battle between retailers since everyone going in the same direction?
Very good question, to be honest. So after observing a lot of businesses and with my personal experience, I see that clients, they are not trust the pure online experience. So they would require you to have multiple channels, multiple sales touch points for them to more engage with your brand and trust the online process. So all of the brand right now, they are heading to those channels as a way to stand out on the competition. So the trend of omnichannel is undeniable, and as you can see right now for the pandemic, so the COVID situation really stepped up the game. The business owner, the retailers, they have to go online and leverage their sales channels in order to make their business more competitive. So I think the trend is go omnichannel definitely cannot be deniable.
Yeah, so I think that multiple players can contribute to the success of an omnichannel businesses. some of the most notable ones can be like the marketing strategy, the technology advancement. But I think that what really sets stores apart is how customers interact with the brands. But I think that not many retailers can know this part. So can you share with us some insights about customer service?
Yeah, sure. As you know that omni-channel commerce is actually the sales strategy that ensure a consistent of personalized customer experience across online and offline channels, like as Chan has mentioned earlier. For example, you go online and you're looking for a hat, and you wanted to touch the hat with your hand, so you go to the physical store, and the final goal of omni-channel retailing business is that you have to make sure that the experience of the customer like seamlessly flowing from the online experience to the offline experience. And like nowadays, let me not talking about the strategy. So I'm gonna focus more on the technology aspect. So despite the growing of the e-commerce store, like many people going shopping online, especially during the COVID-19 pandemics. But now we come back to the new normal, and people want to come back to the physical store so that they can, enjoying the atmosphere of the physical store. So, the role of omni-channel retailing business. What they have to do is that they have to make sure the transition between online and offline experience is more and more important.
Yeah.
And one other thing I want to mention is that nowadays that there's still a lot of store owners still using something we call the legacy system. Actually, they are outdated system, and they will result in the inefficient way to processing the customer experience. So certainly those inefficiency has a significant effect to the customer experience, while they, when you for example, when you see something online and you have to go to the store, but the store owner doesn't recognize you because like you have a history of browsing all those stuff, and when you go to the store, everything gonna be deleted, right? Because the store owner doesn't know who you are, what you have browsed before.
Yeah, they only know you on online.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right. And well, now there is, according to a recent study, the outdated system has account for 60% of the customer dissatisfaction. And
that's quite a lot.
Yeah, that's right. And other 10 to 20 complaints via the contact center are the result of the back office execution issue. So because they're using the legacy system, and they're gonna lead to the inefficiency of how they run that business. And that lead to the final thing is the complaint of the customer to the store. Well, luckily nowadays we have developed a lot of technology, and one of that is automation.
So I think about the case of IKEA, right? I think that everyone know about IKEA, the famous furniture retailers, and they gained the success since the customer service is like identical across all sales channel. They have e-commerce, they have physical store, they have the mobile apps, but the customer can still interact with the brands as one point.
One channel, right?
Yes. But when you search for retail automation online in search engines such as Google's or Bing or Yahoo, the first result will be about marketing automation. So is it a misconception, Bruce?
Yep. It is actually some kind of misconception because nowadays many marketing firms are using the marketing automation to lighten the job that the marketer have to do every day. But I think that personally, I think that because marketing is a job that directly affect the end user. So that is why it is more famous than other types of automation. Because for automation, I think that it can be defined as the use of a machine or a software to automate the repetitive task. So marketer can use it to automate the, for example, tasks like email marketing or social media posting, or even they can run like advertisement campaign using the automation tool. But let's take a look at a different department, like HR department. Yeah, and they can also use automation in onboarding the new employees. They can use automation, and or even they can use it to notify about the upcoming company trip to every employees in the companies. Yeah, they can use automation. So they can use automation system to perform some repetitive or monotonous tasks. So because one of the biggest advantage of using an automation system is that a machine can make less mistake than a human.
Okay.
Yeah. Because let's imagine that if you have a task and you have to repeat doing it every day, like for 100 times. So there are a lot of elements that can affect your decision, right? Because we're human, we make errors.
Yeah.
Yeah. The machine, if they run a task for 1,000 times, it's still producing just the same result. Just in case you do not touch the machine. Yeah, right? That's really good.
Yeah. So let's get like this deeper. Can you be more specific about how the tasks can be automated in the retail operation?
Yep. For retail operation, I think that there are a lot of rooms to apply the automation. For example, we can schedule a workflow. Like we can trigger a workflow by time or by event, and we can use it in inventory management or even the fraud detection. Yeah, and even warning about the fraud activities while buying online. Yeah.
Wow, really? I never heard of it.
Yeah,
It sounds really exciting, to be honest.
It is because we used to because we have a customer who use an automation system to flag an order that coming from a certain country. For example, if we detected that for a certain kind of goods or services, if one customer who buying from a certain IP that coming from a certain country, we can detect it that it is it can like 80% to be a fraud order. So we can like ban that IP or making some kind of interference.
Like auto identify threat.
Yeah, that's right. And send the warning to the shop owner.
Yeah. So that sounds really awesome, and I bet the store owner who have already applied automation into the retail operation has witnessed huge changes, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, and so let me take another example for like easier to understand. Is you can use automation to trigger a workflow. Is that what we call why we're using automation? Because when you want to apply automation into the retailing business, especially for omni-channel retail business, you have to call a thing we call that workflow because it contains multiple steps. For example, so let's imagine that you are a shop owner, a flower shop owner.
Okay.
And Mother Days is coming. Yep.
Yeah.
And you wanted to issue coupons for your buyers to buy it, but you wanted to issue it as early as possible. This is, let's say it's middle of the night.
Yeah.
For the early riser, they can come to your shop and you can order flowers and give it to their mothers. But traditionally, you have to stay up very late and issue that coupon by hand.
Yeah.
But with automation, you can actually like set up a workflow and let it trigger. It's like, okay, let's issue this coupon at 12 a.m. and after setting up all of that, you can go to bed and have a good sleep and prepare for the next busy day.
Okay, no worry.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. And the machine gonna do the job for you. That is, I think that is the huge advantages of using automation.
Yeah.
If Queen the owner, she gonna have a great sleep. That
That's right,
to be
that's right.
honest.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I would love to have a great sleep right now. So I think that the benefit will not stop at only the sellers, right? Also the customer will receive great benefits with automation.
Yeah. Well, for the store owner, there's a lot of benefits that automation can bring to them. For example, actually many of our customers who are currently using our application to apply it to the store, and many case studies have shown that automation has given their the freedom that they need, because running a store is not an easy job. There are a lot of things that you have to take care about, from customer care to finance and other things. But automation can help you directing the information flow, so that you can have more time to focus on the customer experience. Yeah. And I think that is where automation can help improving the customer experience.
Yeah, so like the potential is like limitless. There's nothing to stop the automation process. But I think let's think about brick and mortar store, since customer will think that a physical store will be run by humans. They cannot like go there and machine will do anything. And I think that not many people think about a physical store like that.
Yeah.
So is it possible for a brick and mortar store to get automated?
Yeah, I think it's of course. And right now, a lot of enterprise client, big brand, they already roll it out. Like Amazon Go, they have already did it. They have an absolutely no human touch physical store, where the client been recognized since the moment they enter the store. So when they enter, they have their phone, they already have their account on Amazon, they walk in, they purchase an item and leave without making any transaction or step into the cashier background. So imagine that, it's very quick, people says during COVID you don't have to talk to anyone. That's the privilege, that is a privilege. And they don't have to check out and they just leave the store. All of that will make transaction with their mobile and already defined in their bank account. No extra action, automate. So it's already enterprise, very big one in the industry already work on it. So I think they already set the foundation and they already succeed. So why don't we do the automate and the omnichannel also like that?
So that sounds really promising, and I think that many retailers will like as you said, want to jump right into this topic and start going automated with the retail store. So let's get straight to the point. Where to start the automation process for a retail store?
I think it's really a good question, to be honest, because you don't know where to start. They are big brand, they have all the financial, they already have resources, so you don't know where to start. So I think absolutely you should start from go online first, because omnichannel start online, and then all the touch points need to be aligned. So first step, head online, and second step will be how you manage it, how you will create the data line be aligned. It will be from order management, inventory management, and also customer database experience management too. So three of that headline will be the highlighted of this workflow. So basically you will have to manage all the order between all the sales channel from online to offline, and also the customer database need to be aligned between all the platforms. You can use some system that will help you to manage, like inventory management system or point of sales or ERP, order management system. That it will be some way to start. And to be further from that will be the human resource. You'll be the owner. You need to have a full dashboard to manage it. So I think that is some of the key points to start with this.
So let's dig a little bit deeper with the order management process. I think that many people are really frustrated when like they buy something online and they choose the option to get the goods pick up at the store, but when they come to the store, the staff be like, no, I don't know about your
not
orders.
getting it
Yeah.
through, right?
Yeah. So can automation help with that?
Yeah, I think definitely. So I'm very glad that you mentioned about the term of pick up a store. It's actually that you purchase online and you come to the physical store to grab it. So when you come to the store and the staff would like, oh, I noticed this order have this ID, this item, we already prepare it, and you take it. So I think that is how the automation will help you. You will have the synchronization between the online and the offline, where you have the notification detail of that transaction, and you just need to provide it to the client when they give you the right ID or the customer data. And of course that will be automated because it will have the real-time synchronization between the e-commerce and the physical store.
And for some case, I know a friend of mine has encountered this before, that they see something on the online store, but when they come to the store, the staff saying that no, this product is like out of stock. So it's really give the customer a really bad experience with the brands. So I think that automation can also help with the inventory control, right?
I personally think that case is totally, of course, will happen. It's very similar to what I have mentioned about inventory. So when the omnichannel and automated align with each other with all the database, then you will have the notification that whether or not this item is available, or this can assign that order to different store where that item is available. So that is where automated work.
So how about customer service? Can you be more specific about how customer service can be automated?
Well, about the automated in the customer service, I think that if we want to improve the customer service, so we should start from the customer. Well, it might sound silly because actually what we are doing is to delight the customer. When we understand our customer enough, so we can provide the best experience that they deserve. So for that, I think that the next step would be looking inside and to see what we are providing to them and how we're gonna deliver it to them. And from that point we can draw in the customer journey. And when we have the customer journey, it is acting like a map to we know where we want to go, and we know what we have to do to delight the customer. And from that, I think that we can apply automation into every step of the map. And we can see that, actually, because it is the customer experience, so it have to be a kind of human touch, here and there.
Yeah.
But along the way, we can apply the automation into the journey of the customer. So because at the end of the day, the automation is working by machine, and machine doesn't have feelings. So when we know what we can provide them and how we're going to deliver it to them, and we have a map, the customer journey mapping. So I think that at that point we can apply the automation to provide our customer the best experience that they want, they deserve at our store.
So it will be all along the process.
No.
Yeah,
It's all about the customer journey.
Yeah. So thank you for a really detailed analysis about when to start the automation process. But what should we expect for the future of the automation? Can we reach the goal of Amazon Go, like Amazon Go?
Well, I think, to be honest, then ideally Amazon Go would be very wonderful, because they actually leverage the customer journey. They actually bring out the aspect of technology advanced, automations, customer-oriented, and shameless shopping experience all at once. So I think ideally it's something we should consider, but to step up to that that level, then you need to lay the foundation first. So it needs to start from the online store that you have, where the alignment, add in some automation step by step, so your business is not overwhelmed. And from there, you keep developing, keep adjustment, then it will come to the point you have the seamless connection between every sales touchpoint that automated. So the goal to become Amazon Go in the future will be much easier.
Oh, so I hope that some brand has started with the self-checkout app, which is simplify the checkout process of the retail store. So can you be more specific about it?
Yes, it will be my honor to mention the case of ASOS that we have been deployed for them, a consumer app where they will have the transaction, making self-checkout, bring to the cashier to check out. Very similar to Amazon Go, but as I mentioned, in a lower way to not overwhelm the business. So they have the consumer app, the access to the online store. The client will purchase the item right on their cell phone. That you can imagine your own cell phone and to the store, scan the QR code and all the item and shopping experience on your own. And then you bring it out, make a self-checkout, you're good to go.
It's like sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah.
It's not so the future is not like sci-fi,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's closer to us than we imagine. So thank you for the case study of ASOS, but let's talk about more about real life, like more cases, so the audience can get more related to the automation process in the omnichannel business. So can you share with us some of the success story with the automation and omnichannel? So Brooks, can you share with us first?
One of the case that I want to share here is we used to have a chance to serve Franklin Energy. Franklin Energy is one of our outstanding customers. They are recognized industry expert in design and implementation of grid optimization programs for utilities and state clients in the United States and Canada. So their service is divided into three major categories: the programs, the platform, and the products. So they have for about 20 stores. So to all over the countries of United States and Canada.
Yeah,
and they have to manage, like before they using our solution, they have to manually manage all of the like promotion campaigns or all of the daunting tasks that they have to do for all of those stores. I mean, manage one store is like crazy enough. So now they have like multiplied to 20 stores. They are looking for a solution to reducing the tasks that they require the human effort into that. So they need an automation system so that they can manage like all of those stores, all of the manual work at the same time. So the most challenging requirement is to schedule a discount offer. For example, like 20% off or like $14 off. But it also depends on the type of products, or it even depends on the some kind of special day or special occasion. So let's imagine that for one store you have to set up like a coupon and they apply to 20 stores. Like before they apply the automation, they have to do it manually. Like people have to staying up and clicking the button and spreading the information into the customer.
You already sound really tired.
Yeah, that's right. and then after they using the automation solution, they after we working with them for some time, they say that okay, this is the platform that that they have expected for a very long time, because it allows them to schedule like multiple events at the same time. And well, regardless of the time, the location, they just need the internet. And set up some kind of simple logical workflow, like if and then. Like for they're going to be triggered by events or time. So Franklin Energy have now they have less manual work and they can free their labor in order to managing or running some kind of high leverage business.
Yeah.
And
something
yeah.
not that tedious anymore.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that is a very successful case of applying automation into commerce.
How about you, Shan? Does Connect POS has helped any customer to like skyrocket the sales with automation in omnichannel?
Yeah, so I think for Connect POS, we have experienced a lot of successful case where they are applying omnichannel. We help them to convert from a very like traditional way to support the retails and to the clients. So we have helped them to automate their workflow from the point of sales to the inventory management. All of the workflow will be aligned. So I can get a case study from Iowa.
So they are one of the big clients of ours from Dubai, and right now they have over 80 stores, and it's gonna be skyrocketing to 200 for the next year.
Oh.
And you can imagine how they're gonna solve the management for that, right?
Yeah.
So over 80 stores at the moment with 100,000 employees for manufacturing and everything. So Connect POS provide them the point of sale solution and the inventory management, where all of their database synchronize back and forth with their Magento, alignment with the physical store. All the customer order being recognized and proceed, making shipment or just giving the client a better sales process, making upsells, and of course they have inventory management to handle all the warehouses. All the warehouses alarming. So you can see this is a big case, and the omnichannel really help the clients to have promotion and to be recognized, and also to give them like the good to keep returning. Like, I have already great experience at Iowa, I want to keep buying from them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a great way to like retain customers.
that's right.
So we are reaching the end of our first episode in this podcast series, Tackle Omnichannel from Every Angle. Once again, I want to say thank you for Bruce and Shan to joining with us today. So do you have anything to highlight with the audience after this episode?
Sure. So I think the most key point that I want to guide you guys today via this episode would be all about the management when it comes to omnichannel and automate. So when you have the data centralized and operated with the right system, all the other flow when it comes to omnichannel will be handled very well. You just need to trust the right one.
And for me, I think that the advantages of automation is something that you can't deny, and it is a certain way for store owner to move forward, especially in omnichannel retail businesses. And applying automation is require much more effort from inside this. From the store owner to they have to get to know the customer first, and they have to know themselves, and only by that you can only successfully apply automation into the business. And then I think that is the meaning of digital transformation, the buzzword that we're currently talk about it a lot.
Thank you, the audience, for listening to our first ever episode of the podcast series Tackle Omnichannel from Every Angle. We will return with more exciting insights and hot trends in the retail sector. So stay tuned and goodbye.